Hey, welcome to another neighborhood tour video. Today we're going to focus on Castalian Springs, officially known as historic Castalian Springs, located in Sumner County, Tennessee. Castalian Springs is more rural, but it is close to a number of bigger cities in Middle Tennessee. In fact, it is 20 minutes north of Lebanon, Tennessee, and it's 10 minutes east of Gallatin, Tennessee, both of which are up-and-coming areas, and so some people are moving out to places like Castalian Springs to still be close to decent-sized, bigger cities in the Middle Tennessee area without necessarily having to live in one. You're also only about 30 minutes from Hendersonville, Tennessee. All of those places are full of restaurants and shops and everything that you can imagine. Hendersonville also is right on the lake, so if you want to be fairly close to a marina and lake living, you can do that by going over to Hendersonville as just one option here in Middle Tennessee. Sumner County is a hotbed of growth with a number of people moving there to a couple of the places that we mentioned, Gallatin and Hendersonville. Castalian Springs is actually less than 6 square miles. We've got about 400 residents with a median age of around 38 years old. There's 3 historic sites that a lot of people go to visit that you might want to check out. One is the Cragfont State Historic Site. The other one is Hawthorne Hill. And the last one is the Wynwood State Historic Site. That's actually an historic inn, so it's both a home and a business. So we've got some really cool historic things going on there in Castalian Springs. There's also Bledsoe's Fort Historic Park with a lot of historic structures that you might want to go take a peek at because it's some really cool stuff going on in the area. As far as real estate goes, in the fall of 2022, looking at August 2022 numbers, you had about 19 new listings come on the market, 27 total homes for sale when you're looking at single family homes. 3 days on the market is the average, so things are still moving pretty well in Castalian Springs. So if you have any interest, reach out to me and let's get on it. You're looking at about a 2.9 month supply of home inventory, so it's still a little bit more of a seller's market in Castalian Springs, so we can talk about what that means. 6 month supply is really where you see a super balanced market between buyers and sellers. So it has changed. It was about 2.3 month supply back in May, and now we're up to 2.9. So it is becoming a little bit closer to being a buyer and seller even market. Some of the things you might want to take into consideration is niche.com. It's one of my favorite sites to go to get a little bit more information about living in an area, and niche.com overall gives Castalian Springs a B, which is really, really good. For public schools, you get a B+. For housing, A-, there we go, A- for housing. B, good for families. Nightlife is a C-, diversity is a C+. Crime and safety has no rating, so that probably could be good, but you can check that out for yourself. I don't remember if I mentioned this before, but B, good for families. Jobs and cost of living both get an A. Weather gets a B-. I mean, it's pretty much the weather you see all throughout Middle Tennessee, so it is what it is. We have all 4 seasons that come more than just once a year a piece. C+ for health and fitness, C+ for commute time, C+ for outdoor activities. So that just gives you a little bit of an overview. You can see the tour that I sort of went on where I was shooting footage when I was out there showing some homes. So if you have any questions about real estate in the Nashville, Middle Tennessee market, I work in several counties, but obviously Castalian Springs is one of the areas. So reach out to me. I would love to have a conversation with you. We can talk about what's going on in the current market. We can talk specifically about any area that you would like to talk about, including Castalian Springs. Also, I'm going to put a link in certain places so that you can learn a little bit more about those historic sites that I mentioned, because I just kind of find that pretty fascinating, because you do have state route, depending on how you want to say it, 25, that runs through Castalian Springs also. And as I mentioned, it's close to Lebanon, Gallatin, and Hendersonville, and it's only 45 minutes northeast of downtown Nashville. So anyway, I would love to help you find your new home. So reach out to me at 615-930-0313. You can always visit my website, notyourordinaryagent.com. You can also do home searches on there and sign up. You can find links to all my social media. If you liked this video, hit the subscribe button for my channel so that we can talk about homes that you're finding that you're loving. So let's do it. Let's get you into your Middle Tennessee home.